Hey everybody, it's Roberto, and welcome to my review of Transformers Age of Extinction. So if you're just tuning in, I'm actually going to be doing movie reviews all summer for my favorite movies in the theater, so go ahead and subscribe to get those videos for me. Make sure you check out my review of Godzilla, and also my review of The Edge of Tomorrow starring Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt. So, Transformers Age of Extinction. Did it live up to the hype? Short answer is, not so much. There were a lot of things I enjoyed about this movie. It was definitely a fun movie, especially if you're a fanboy of Transformers like I am, but maybe because I'm a Transformers fanboy, I had higher expectations for this movie. I didn't have a problem with Mark Walberg's performance in this film. I thought it was really good for the material they had to work with and what he was given. My entire problem with this film primarily focused around the human characters, as usually is the problem with any of the films in the Transformers franchise. So, in this particular film, I didn't feel like I could really care about any of the human characters. I really wasn't interested in any of them at all. At least when we had Megan Fox's character and when we had Shia LaBeouf's character, they kind of created a way for us to care about these characters. Spike Witwicky's character was, an outcast and a loser trying to get the girl. We were all rooting for him the same way we root for the Karate Kid. But he was also interesting and funny and, just this big old dork. So again, Transformers fanboys could easily put themselves in his place. In this film, not so much. I mean, we have Mark Wahlberg's character is, an inventor and a struggling father, and it's not that we're unempathetic toward his character, it's that in the grand scheme of things, again, he could have been in a completely different film that followed that storyline, and it would have been an interesting but different film in and of itself. In fact, I would have liked to have seen that film. What I didn't like was that film horning into a Transformers movie. I didn't get any more character development for Bumblebee. They still haven't fixed his voice box, which, while they're using that as a gimmick, is cool and interesting. Again, it's been 4 films. Why can't Bumblebee talk? They did show us some new Autobots, and those were fun, especially Hound. Hound was a lot of fun in this. But at the same time, for the way they set up the plot, we didn't have that many Transformers, and the action was not really anything we hadn't already seen before. It was interesting, but in a way, I felt like there was somehow less action in this film than there was in the previous films. Although what I will say was it was interesting to watch a lot more human versus Transformer action, and I think the film would have been better if it had focused more on that. If we had more scenes like that, if we had more scenes of the humans hunting the Transformers, if they had even set that up from the beginning and led in with the action from that angle, I think it would have just been a stronger film for it. Overall, I did like the film. I did enjoy it. The visual presentation of the film was amazing. The effects and the Transformers were stunning. But again, I just felt a little lackluster because there wasn't really anything new. There wasn't really that much wow factor. Even the Dinobots, one, they didn't get nearly as much screen time as I would have liked. And then 2, again, while they were cool and interesting and impressive, we just didn't see them enough for that to really, wow us in any particular way. So that's my take on that. So that's my overall general review. It is a great film if you are, a Transformers fanboy or a sci-fi action person, then it's enjoyable. It's worth watching. I didn't bother to see it in 3D, and honestly, I can see where they would have done some really interesting effects with the 3D, but if you're not big on that, then don't spend the extra money, and if you can, just go see the matinee. I paid full price for the movie. I'm kind of not recommending that you do that. I'm hoping that future films that they do in the Transformers franchise, because they are doing another trilogy, and this was the beginning of that another trilogy. I'm hoping that more of this is in space and with what happens in the aftermath of Optimus Prime hiding the seed and going after the creators, which those of us who are fanboys, we know that those are the Quincycons. So I'm hoping that the 5th movie addresses that. I'm hoping that the final movie has to do with Unicron. I'm hoping that we get to see maybe possibly the rebirth of Cybertron, get some action going on off-world. So those are things I'm looking for. Anything to take us away from the humans, because the humans in the story are supposed to be a focal point for us to relate to, but we really don't need them. They really don't serve a functional purpose here, and they actually detract from the overall story. But that's my opinion. Feel free to leave your opinions of the film in the comments below. Careful for spoilers, but let me know the things that you liked, things that you hated, things that you're expecting to come in the 5th and 6th movie. And don't forget to check out the other movie reviews on my channel. The next review that I'm probably going to do, aside from backtracking on reviews that I missed, is probably going to be Planet of the Apes, which comes out later this week, and I'll probably do Earth to Echo as well. Anyway, like this video if you like it, don't forget to subscribe, check out the other videos in my channel, and as always, thanks for watching.